Hey, so I'm 27 years old. My home is in Noida. Uh, by qualification, I am a corporate lawyer. I've worked for a few years. Uh, since some time, I am pursuing theater and acting, and I want to pursue it commercially. So that's what I'm trying to achieve right now, and I'm struggling in my own ways. And I'm struggling in terms of uh, uh, discipline. I'm struggling in terms of focus. That that uh, really strong focus and self belief. I'm struggling. Like I have taken a decision, a serious career transitioning decision, but I am and it's a tough path. So I need to be far more disciplined and strategic and hardworking and better, well planned, which I am not. So that's probably why I'm struggling. And yeah, decision making is another skill where I struggle.
I will
So
stop you here, Tanis. So we are not asking where you are struggling. The thing is,
okay,
what made you come to this session today? Is it like the topic, or so? What is that inspiration behind that? And what are you going to bring to this group? For example, if what one unique quality of yours you can share with this group?
okay. So I mean, the reason I am coming here is because of these things, of these factors that are stopping me from getting ahead. Uh, that's why I'm wanting to be here, and you have been really kind to offer that support even before, and we connected after a few months today. So that's why I want because I want to. I feel I am kind of in a hurry. I want to achieve more, and I think I don't have a lot of time. So that's one thing and I think I have a lot of load in my mind, and I think more I'll do less. So that is basically the reason I want to think less and do more. Probably that's why I'm here. And what I can bring out here is um, I think. Uh, I think I can bring in a good spirit, a good, positive, healthy spirit, which I usually have which I usually have when I'm not in that low phase, and I can, you know, help people with my energy properly.
Great. Thank you so much, Tane, for joining and for sharing your your intro. So, as I met Tane, like I think 3 months back, maybe I have contacted. I don't know why I contacted him today. I just messaged him in the morning, just as a simple hi, and that's where because I was doing this session also in Decision, I felt that it might help him. And this is what I am going to do, like from coming forward. That every week we are doing small sessions, right? And I'm inviting people, whoever, I'm inviting everyone so that they can get value with these small sessions in the long run. And at least one session, you never know, it might bring a shift, and they want to continue or they want to take it forward, right? So that is the purpose of it. And as Sayed suggested, Tanay, so this program is 3 months. So first month is totally about your self-awareness, working on your inner world, right? Understanding your codes, understanding yourself, who you are. You have taken this personality, so understanding who you are, what are those codes that is stopping you, right? What are your values that you must know, so that when you align your values with your decisions, with what you are doing, and if they are aligned, you will see the success in your life, right? And the second week is all about building, working on these codes, creating positive codes about around you, so, and practicing it every single day and building habits around it. And third month is creating a blueprint for yourself. It's not only about one goal, but all areas. It's not only one area, but all areas. We are not talking, because Sayyid's goal is working on his health. So that's why he is doing all the activities that is improving his health, right? For example, if you want to work on your career area, profession area, money area, relationship area, so how these same activities can be automated there. So you are creating a blueprint for yourself, right? So this is how the entire program, this 3 weeks program, and every week the structure is same. We discuss, we brainstorm, we create a plan of action for the week, and we are accountable. We post it on the group that we have taken this action. So this is how the entire week goes. Every day morning we are sharing what are we doing, what have we done, what are we not able to do, how are we feeling, and that's how it goes, right? So today's topic is a very interesting topic, and I think it is very, even though like we know that how to make decisions, how to be very like how to, what are those decision making skills, but at some point we struggle in making our decisions, right? Uh, and why we struggle with in making our decisions? There are a few common questions that come in our mind. Can you share what are those common questions that usually come in our mind whenever we are faced with a situation and we have to make a decision? And this is a very interactive session, Tane. I want you to be open. Don't hesitate. Just share your thoughts. Nothing is right, nothing is wrong. Share your thoughts and whatever questions I ask for time, just share
Sure.
it, right? So my first question, right? What is indecision? As the topic says, indecision leads to action, inaction, which ruins your success,
Mm.
right? That is the title, that is the topic that I have taken. Now, what according to you is in indecision? Yes.
Um, According to me, not to do. So when you don't decide whether it is to be done or not to do, when your body doesn't know how whether it is to be done or not to do, you are in a confused state.
Hmm.
So once you decide that I have to do this, then surely you must do it. Then your body knows, yeah, I have to do it. Then you will, mind and body will take action and go and do it, and expend energy and achieve that thing. At the same time, if you decide not to do that thing, then you said, I will not do this thing. Then your mind need not break its head thinking about it, and your energy is saved.
Right,
On that time, you can do whatever next you want to do.
right. So yeah, well said, Sayed. How about you, Tane? What is according to you? What according to you is indecision for you?
The lack of firmness to choose one thing over the other, and there is a fear that what if I take the wrong decision, or what if I not do that, I might be leaving out on something that might be good for me, or what if I regret it later, something like that.
So these are the common questions Tanay has already said. What if I choose the wrong decision? What if I regret if I make this decision? These are the common questions that that come in our mind, which clouds our thinking of making a decision, which immediately clouds it. Fear, right? Fear of like, no, I don't know whether this is right or wrong. You have to take some decision, right? So usually, heads and tails करके or put CTs, and these were some old traditional methods. I have seen my father doing that. He used to make lists, right? If he is confused, he used to make lists and he used to pick 3 chips. And he say, if it is yes, he will go for it. If it is no, he will stop it. That was the traditional way of our, even now people do it. If they are confused, that is the quickest way of making the decision.
Mm.
Quickest way of making the decision. But
Mm-hmm.
is it rational? Is it logical? We don't know. We don't know, right? If you are lucky, you might get it might if you are lucky, you will be successful. But if you are unlucky, and if the luck is not supporting you, it might become a wrong decision, right? So these are the questions which usually clouds people's thinking before making any decision. Now, my question to you is, in what area? Now, before that, I would say, see, we usually do this on a day. Can you send someone mute senses? There is some noise. It's from you or Tane? Sayed, is it from you? I think so. So now the first the question, we usually make decisions on a daily basis: which dress to wear, what to cook, what to eat, right? How to should I go in a car, or should I go on a walk, or should I take a cab? So in these decisions we usually don't face any problem. These are everyday decisions, right? We usually don't struggle in making decisions. Do you agree with me? But where do we struggle? When they are very, like, when they are related to your career, it are related to your health. Even I don't think, if it is health related, and if it is like serious, you will not struggle with decision making. But if there is, like, again, if the finance or money is concerned, you will struggle with making a decision. If money is involved, you will struggle in making a decision, right? If if there is a choice, like, two careers, two options, one is your passion, one is your necessity, again you will struggle in making a decision. If I can to choose passion, what will happen if I fail? So all these are, like, decision making, I will say, traumas, or, like, paradox of decision making, or we also call it as analysis paralysis. We overthink, we keep analyzing, and we get stuck there. When we overthink, when we overanalyze, we get stuck. Now my question is, in what particular area, you find this indecision, or you struggle with making a decision? Tanya.
Mm,
Yes, Tanya.
is that like, I can say career, but is that going to you want a specific question?
No, so I need, so which area in
Okay.
specific you are struggling taking a decision, so that
Uh,
when you
like,
are when you pinpoint it, or when you identify it, then we can go ahead with the next steps.
okay, so decision that I struggle with is whether to pursue what I'm pursuing or take back a job, or whether to stay in Delhi and pursue, or whether to stay in Mumbai. These are the questions that uh,
So if you have a pen and paper, write down this.
sure.
Sayed, what about, how about you? I'm taking this decision wheel in a different way. So
Yeah,
later give me a feedback. So little change,
I
because
am
we
stuck.
already had outcome, right? So I am trying this in a different, new way. So just
Whatever natural habits are found, I have no problem. Whenever new things, new changes start coming up in the department or anything, then that thing starts coming, whether to do or not to do, how to manage,
so
and any
which
new change.
particular area you experience the more indecisiveness? In particular, is it on your
Career,
health? Is it on your
in, in career.
career? Okay. So also you also pinpoint what in career, what is that, um, in one particular area that you are struggling with indecision, or you are not able to make a decision.
Hmm. The area in which is like my colleagues, they like whatever is there in their mind, they try to implement. As Harvekar also said, it is just that it's their motive. So if we start confirming and start doing that, it is not the right thing. And how to oppose that? I don't have adequate reasons to logically oppose them. I have some. Sometimes I do that.
Hmm.
Sometimes I'm stuck. I'm not able to convince them that it's not good.
Right. So is there any other area where you are struggling with, like, decision making, or where you feel that you're not making the right decisions, or you're not able to take decisions, quick decisions?
Another area is like personal and my wife. I'm trying to motivate her to attend classes, courses, and upgrade herself.
Hmm.
But she tried few classes and then she left off. I'm not able to convince her to pursue it and upgrade her level so that it's useful for her as well as for me as well as the family.
Okay. Hmm. So again, like, is it a family decision, or is it a personal decision? If it is her decision, she has to take. Why are you taking decision for her?
Yeah.
So my question is, why are you taking decision for her? So she has to take a decision. Uh, does she want it or does she not want it? What she wants? What is her life goal? So there are many questions, like when if you are thinking for some other person, so you have to take that route and help her identify that. So let's not go there. It's like
I told her you join Arfin Khan or you do Robin. She said she committed that she'll do Robin Sharma course,
mhm.
but she didn't come. She has gone through it once, but she's not applied it.
Okay.
If she really committed, she'll do it, but she's somehow not yet.
Bring her on this the session. So maybe then she
Yeah,
will be inspired and motivated.
yeah.
Right. Yes, yes, Tane. Have you written it down? So any other area where you are struggling, or is it only career and your career?
Not that I
Um,
saw.
Yes, Tane.
I can talk right
time
now.
management. Yes, sir. Like supposing I go to work and come and do my other work, teleradiology, reporting on this thing. Then after that, I'm exhausted.
Hmm. So can you come again? Your voice was cutting, so it was distorted.
Like to achieve my target of higher income,
Mm-hmm.
I started reporting CT scans on the computer online, Indian
Okay.
thing.
Hmm.
So what happens is I come home and take rest for about an hour and then I start reporting that. So I have a problem is the watching the computer for a long time. So my eyes go into spasm and that leads my body also to go into spasm.
Hmm.
And then the other areas of life are affected.
Okay. So here this is not about decision making. Again, it
Not
is
this.
about prioritizing and time management.
Yes, yes.
Right. So decision making is like, for example, as usually the decision making comes when you are in, like for example, in you have to switch from one job to another job,
Hmm.
right? Then the indecision might come. When you have to spend some money or on, like a big amount of money on some project or some buying a house or something like that, then indecision might come whether this is a good house or that good house, whether this amount we are spending, are we getting the right buy, or all those questions, right? Again, relationship, are you getting married to the right person or not? Are you getting, so it's a major decision making, right? It's a
Yeah.
lifetime decision. So, and you have to take a call. Okay. So as I said, so these are few areas. So what is your area? If you pinpoint that area, then we can go focused. You can go focused on that. Okay, if this is the area where I'm struggling in making a decision, how to make the right choice? What are those area techniques that we can, strategies that we can use to make the right decision? Now, before that, what are some roadblocks that stop us from making the right decision? Now we have pointed an area, right? What are those roadblocks which stops us from making a right decision, or which helps us in decision making?
Regarding my goal, I have made some of the plan.
Mm-hmm.
I had already had before, but I was not implementing that because of indecision. Like one of the things was I started this teleradiology, so I can make nowadays now I can make up to 75. It's only a matter of constant. If I have time and energy, I can go up to 2, 3, 4 also. But then here working here and again doing this part-time job and then I cannot do. Maximum I can stretch up to 1.5 in this area.
Mm-hmm.
Another area where I can increase is my rentals. Some more rentals I can increase by another.
So again, Sayed, I think you're getting confused here. What decision making you're doing, and why
Whether
it's stopping?
to
I'm asking about the roadblocks. What is stopping you from taking a decision? This is the decision.
fear,
For example, you
fear,
have already taken a decision.
fear, fear,
Fear, yeah. So fear or lack of information. Do you have
information.
all the information that is required for making a decision? That could be one
Some
of the roadblocks, right? Whether you have
And some past errors, investing in the wrong things in the past
yeah,
that
your
didn't
past
come out. Yeah,
experiences, fear,
experiences.
your past experiences, a lack of full information or knowledge about
Correct.
what decision you are making. So, for
Yes.
example, if you are usually, when do you become indecisive? When you have too many options, right? When you have too many choices and too many options are there in front of you. For example, like in Tane's case, he's a lawyer. He wants to pursue acting career, right?
Mm.
Lawyer
Mm.
and acting career. Now, both areas have their own challenges and own difficulties, right? But
Mm.
which again, so he has these are the only two options, right, Tane, or any more options?
Yeah, these two as of now.
The two options are very good. You can compare and contrast and see. So you take one. So there are many strategies which we'll be discussing, right? If there are
Mm.
more than two options, for
Mm.
example, I get usually confused when I'm driving a car and a crossroad comes. Right now GPS there, it is helping me. Right, initially I even did not know how to use the GPS. I used to get confused
Mm.
by her instructions. क्योंकि focus का problem था, like you have to focus on the road, you have to listen to the instructions. Now, and the GPS, like Google gives a very weird instruction. At the right end take a left turn बोलती है, वो कहाँ right end है कहाँ left turn है, you get confused, your mind gets
Confused.
confused, right? Crossroads आते ही I start panicking. Immediate
Same
panic
here. Same here.
it starts. Okay, now it's saying that round, should I turn right, should I turn left, should I go straight, should I go, where should I go, right? So that was the situation when I first started driving, because there were too many options, and I made in my mind that too many options confuse me. I get indecisive when there are many options. Though options say, I will sit down and I will say, okay, what is the best case scenario? What is the worst case scenario? What is the opportunity cost? I will make all the full data, and then okay, and then inky pinky ponky ek karo aur bhago aage niklo. You take a decision and then go ahead, move ahead, right? So and then it's like if you have a strong mindset, you have complete belief in yourself, you can go and meet the challenges in the way. So two options are good, right? So this is one thing. So one area is career, yours is also career. These are the areas. Now we have been talking about what are the roadblocks. Fear, too many options, and what was the third one? A lack of knowledge, lack of full information. What else? What else? What else can
Past
stop you from?
experiences.
Huh?
Past experiences.
Past experiences. What else? Tane, just shoot.
Uh,
Keep shooting.
from
Keep,
opinions from others that you can't do it.
yeah, opinions from others, judgment of others, or opinions, so other people's perspective. What else? External pressures and outside expectations, fear of failure, analysis paralysis. Are you overthinking? You're overthinking a lot without any particular goal. Now, here another thing is, if you have a clear cut goal, just mute. If you have a clear cut goal in front of you, what is that outcome that you want in this particular or in certain period of time? Then there will not be situation of analysis and paralysis. Analysis and paralysis come, or too much of analyzing, overthinking, and not able to make decision is when you don't have a clear goal. Then please mute yourself, Tanay. I think it's from your system. Too much of noise. Yeah. So that's the time when, conflicting priorities, conflicting opinions, expectation from others, fear of failure, too many options. All these are roadblocks which stops you from taking past experiences, एक बार फेल हो गया, अब दूसरी बार फिर करूंगा तो फिर I don't know whether I can make the right decision or not. So these are few of the roadblocks which stop you from making a decision. Now I would ask you to, both of you, to identify which roadblock is the major roadblock for your indecisiveness and for your inaction. What do you think? I'm just reading out again. I've just written down here. So one is lack of information, insufficient information or knowledge, overwhelming, like too many options, or if you have to make a complex decision, like relocating from a place to another place, or switching your job, then it leads to overwhelming. Or too many works, like if you're multitasking, that also leads to decision fatigue, fear of failure, analysis paralysis, lack of confidence. If you don't believe in yourself that yes, any decision I can go ahead with it, then that also leads to inaction. Conflicting priorities, right? For example, it usually happens when you are in a family, you have one choice or one decision, but your family has something else for you, or something, it makes decisions for you. Then you face this inaction. External pressure and expectations, right? So if there are, your peer pressure is there, your family pressure is there, other people's expectations there, then also you become indecisive and it leads to inaction. So we are focusing on inaction more, because indecision leads to inaction. Now, what according to you is your roadblock?
All these things are there, but fear, like fear and all, I will overcome somehow. But then conflicting with others is the main roadblock.
So conflicting, so
Conflict
that
with
is the
others.
problem, right? That you
Yeah.
have too many opinions, conflicting opinions, and it's either to satisfy them or it's just to satisfy yourself. So that
Yeah.
is the problem. Write down
Yeah.
the problem. So we'll just 1 second. Huh? Right. Yes, Tane, what is for you?
I actually tend to take most of these. Like I overthink, I overanalyze. I do think I have a weak mindset, uh, and I think I have conflicting priorities. My priorities are not. Uh, there's not one priority. My priorities are conflicting,
Mhm.
and yeah, I think pretty much afraid by the fact of failing. Probably. I mean, I have. Uh, like I know someone who was preparing for UPSC and then he got back to the job and like he was he's doing fine now, but still he's not doing as great as he could have. So that example, that precedent in mind कि कहीं मैं वैसा ना बन जाऊं. Lack of self belief, yes, that's there.
Hmm.
And yeah, I mean family की expectations होती हैं, so that's also there.
Pick up one which you would want to work in this week. Pick up, because all these will happen, but at least if we focus on one fear, then we can focusedly work on that.
uh, I think well, these three are there, and analysis paralysis, weak mindset, and weak mindset. Yeah, these two. Uh, I can choose analysis paralysis.
Cool. So now that you have pinpointed or you have identified your problem, right? Your roadblock, which is stopping you from making the decision and also stopping you from taking action, right? Both of you have written. Now think of what ideas, how you can get overcome this, what action you will take or what ideas you can take so that you can overcome this roadblock. That's why I said only one roadblock, so that you can work.
Analysis paralysis. I mean, overthinking. Try not to overthink.
Write it down. Write it down. As I said, nothing is wrong. Analysis paralysis is like, when does one have analysis paralysis? Anyone? कब होता है analysis paralysis?
जब हम प्रोज और कौन से बहुत ज्यादा घुस जाते हैं और फिर कंफ्यूज हो जाते हैं कि ओ गॉड
When you are thinking about the worst case scenario, ज़्यादा सोचते हो. अगर मैं ये होगा, अगर ये हो गया, अगर वो हो गया तो. So you are stopped looking at the possibilities. You are thinking about all the worst case scenarios, right? And you are overthinking on that. आपको मतलब possibilities दिखती हैं, positives भी दिखती हैं, but your focus is on all the negatives or all on the what has happened in the past, और किसी और के साथ हुआ, मेरे साथ भी हो सकता है, किसके साथ हुआ है, मेरे साथ भी हो सकता है. So all these questions, all these thoughts that come in your mind, and that leads to when you are analyzing something too much, it leads to inaction. Paralysis is inaction. सिंपल है. आज खाना क्या बनना है, अगर हम लोग लेते हैं, आज खाना क्या बनना है, what should I cook? तो सबसे पहले सब्जियां क्या है, सिंपल है, सब्जी जो देखी है उसके ऊपर आज क्या, राइस खाना है कि रोटी खानी है, वो भी डिसाइड हो जाएगा. तो अब उसके बाद you have options, but you also have the sources. Okay, whether you want to eat this vegetable or this vegetable, you want to eat roti or dal, you want to eat at home or you want to eat outside. So if you ask these questions, right, and then अगर इन क्वेश्चंस के साथ आप कुछ और सोचोगे कि नहीं उसने ये सब्जी बनाई थी तो ठीक नहीं बनी थी तो इसलिए मैं नहीं बनाऊंगी, that is something like, that is like inaction. It is like somewhere out of the box solution question है और problem है which you cannot solve, right? I'm just giving some random example दे रही हूँ. If you have any example, better example, you can give me that example of analysis paralysis. Why does analysis or paralysis होता है, ठीक है? So in your case, you are saying that analysis paralysis is the problem. So first thing is, you said stop overthinking, right? What else? What else you can do? As Sayed, you also can help him.
Basically,
Regarding this analysis paralysis, I also had the problem, but then I put that from this time to this time, I'm going to do this. From this time to this time, I'm going to do this. So take the focus away from that and focus on what you're doing, what you want to do.
So you are
So,
saying
I mean,
you
what
are prioritizing it. You are
prioritizing, yeah.
prioritizing your time. Okay, that is time. Now here, the analysis paralysis is about selection of this career or that career. If the analysis paralysis happens there, then what ideas you would take?
There, like we did the decision making wheel, you have to write the pros and cons in detail.
Right. Exactly. So first, we have decision tree or a decision. We use decision tree to come to a consensus. Right? Now, how we do it, I will tell you. Simple thing is first. Please mute again. What I was doing. I don't know why. Is this your system? Okay. So the first thing, how to overcome analysis paralysis. So first you said, stop overthinking, prioritizing. What else? What else? You are missing one major. Yes, sir.
Don't be so afraid. Don't be so scared. I mean, I don't know.
उससे पहले कौन step आता है? These are all later steps. The first step you have missed. Sayyed, test for you.
and keep your mind empty, and then let all those things go, and then you think again.
Okay. Okay. So have a clear cut goal. Have an end outcome. What is the outcome that you want to achieve? Say in 5 years, in 1 year, in 10 years. When you have that clear outcome in your mind, okay, outcome ये है, अब उस outcome को जाने के लिए मुझे ये रास्ता लेना है कि ये रास्ता लेना है, ठीक है? Now, first have a clear cut goal, have a clear outcome, what you want, end goal, then a goal. Okay, in how many years you want to achieve this? For example, if you pick one option, option A, I'm not saying which option, right? If you're picking option A, आपका end goal clear है? You want to achieve, maybe is it your financial goal or your success goal or your becoming famous goal? What is your goal? So first specify that goal, Tanay. ठीक है? What goal do you want to achieve? Let's put a timeline कि 3 महीने में आप क्या achieve करना चाहते हो. Let's start with small so that it doesn't overwhelm you. 3 महीने में, in 3 months, what do you want to achieve? ठीक है? Do you have a clarity there? Do you have a goal in your mind?
Yeah, I have.
So in which option do you have a goal? Option A, your lawyer job. Option B, your career.
For these 3 months, I would acting filmmaking only.
So you are focusing on acting career and you want to go ahead with it. So एक selection हो गया. Now you don't have any analysis paralysis there. ठीक है? So you are going with option. So have you done all the pros and cons? Agar if you are taking option B, for example, if you are taking action, what are the questions, Sayed? So what are, yeah. एक minute. So, agar if you are going to, the first thing is what are the pros and like what are the success rates? What is the success rate acting career? In how many months? Right? Second question, you have to keep asking yourself, what is the best case scenario for you achieving your goal? What is the worst case scenario of you not achieving your goal? Right? Then what is your backup plan? अगर नहीं होता तो आपका backup plan क्या है? Right, Sayyed? Any more questions to ask?
Yeah, right.
So first question.
Give a purpose.
Yeah.
Give a purpose, big purpose.
Right. Why do you want to? First question is, what do you want to achieve? Why do you want to achieve? Why it is important to you, right? What are the skills that you have to achieve that goal? Do you have necessary skills, necessary information to achieve that goal? Next is, what are the best, what are the success rates? What are the chances of achieving success? What are the chances of not achieving success? Opportunity cost. Okay, we have to look at the opportunity cost. I will share the questions. I will share the questions. First is, what is that you want to achieve in your acting career, right? And why it is important for you? Why do you want to achieve? Why it is important for you? Okay. So, how do we go with this when we are coming to the decision? We think about two choices. What are the choices we have? Choices is go for the acting career. Choices, another choices, forget about the acting career and focus on your lawyer career. Okay? These are the choices. Now, for example, if you take choice A, stick to your lawyer thing, what are the options you have? What are the choices you have? What all is going to happen there? Right? Can you answer? Okay, let me ask you a question to answer so that you get clarity. Right? Now, what
Sure.
is the problem? First, let us focus on the problem. You have written down your problem, right? What is the problem?
Uh, mm, Problem uh, in decision making, right?
Yeah.
Uh, uh, Fear of failure and mm,
Fear of
fear
failure in what?
mm, not being able to do what I want to do. In the
You just specify, make your problem very specific, right? So fear of failure in your in which you have selected, right? What choices you have?
mm, I
So let's
I
do. I think you are not able to understand that. So let me do a mock with Sayyid. More clarity. Okay. So that why this exercise is important, you will understand. So Sayyid, what is the problem? Just focus on it. Write down those questions, which will help you. You will it will help you. Yes, sir. Sayyid.
The problem is I have a set of mind and I have a plan for action. But then when I tell my wife, then she doesn't agree. No, it doesn't work. It won't work.
Okay.
Or I tell my brothers, they said it won't work. It won't work.
Hmm. Okay. So your problem is you want to start a new business. It's about a business or about a system which you are installing.
Uh, Not at present. In general, I want to invest. I want to start business.
Okay.
Yeah, in all these things, all these things.
So you want to invest, but you are not sure uh, whether it work or not, right?
Yeah.
Now, what are the choices you have?
I have identified three, four areas of life where I can work and increase my income. One is I have my job, so that gives me security. The insecure part is this: I take up this job online part time. And second opportunity is invest money in the share market and real estate. There, I am not getting the right information, and even though I knew that one of the shares like ITC, I held it for a long time, and it came down from 350 to 200. I should have bought it. If I had bought it, I would have got. I knew it will go to 1,000, but still, that fear. I bought only few in steps. So like this, that
So I'm
fear.
still here again. I'm still not clear. What is the problem?
Okay.
You have bought, or so what is the problem? The major problem is not clear.
Yeah. The major
Problem
problem
is
is my
indecision. Where is the indecision?
past experience
No, no, no.
where I have lost money.
What is the indecision here? कहाँ अटक रहे हो?
Indecision.
Like,
Fear.
okay. So fear of what?
Losing money.
Fear of losing money. So the thing is, you want to invest, but you have the fear. The problem is that you might lose money. You have the fear
Yeah,
that
I'm
you might.
investing, but not the amount of money I should invest. I'm investing part by part.
So you are investing part by part, and the choices is either invest full or you don't invest.
Yeah.
That could be the choices, right?
Yes.
Invest
Yes.
full, trust it, and invest, or you do not invest and you continue with your job.
Yes.
No investing in stocks and trades, right? Now, what do you think will be the consequence of these choices? If you take A choice, what will be the consequences? If you take B choice, what will be the consequences?
My brother said nothing will happen. It may go up and down and up and down, but ultimately it will go up.
Mm-hmm.
So ultimately you will be in the positive.
So ultimately, the consequence will, if you invest, you might gain.
You will ultimately gain only. In the
Okay.
short run, it might come down and up and like that.
Okay. Okay. And if you take the option B, like not invest, what will be the consequences?
Not invest, I might spend the money somewhere else.
And you might not get the gain which you expected.
Gains. Yeah.
Now, what will happen? What will happen if you take this choice and move ahead?
Like in the past, it has happened many times. In some places, I've made money. Some places, the money has got stuck, and some places I've lost money. But overall, it was profit. Overall, it was in profit.
And what values do you think are aligned with decision making? What values or baselines of yours is aligned with decision making?
Yeah, baseline is independence, independence of time and location. It gives me that. Uh, I can make that extra money and go for vacation.
Okay.
It helps my family. It
Okay.
helps me achieve my goals, my targets.
Right. So when you made that choice, if you're making the A choice A, how do you feel about the situation?
I feel good actually.
Feel good. And so if you like, when you say you feel good means you are earning more, and your the decision which you have taken, you are happy with that decision. Now think about it. If it doesn't work, what will be the worst case scenario?
Like in the past, I used to invest blindly, like invest. It will come. Now I think I don't have that much of courage. Like, what if it goes down? That is okay.
Right. So Tane, so this is an exercise which which we can do when we are stuck with analysis paralysis is take two options. I'm not going deep into it because it is part of the program. But what you have to do is think of your problem, identify what is your end goal. Now, if that is your end goal, and if you are if you are focusing on you are saying that okay, you want to focus on your career, and your problem is analysis paralysis. So, how to overcome that? What choices you have to overcome that analysis and paralysis? You have to stop overthinking, right?
Mm,
And
mm.
maybe you can prioritize, or stop overthinking, or just what could be the second choice?
What I have done is I've instead of thinking too much, I've put like every month I'll put this much money, like systemic investment
Systemic
plan.
investment. No, I'm just talking about another problem. Now, for
Yeah.
example, if Tony is a switch of job, so how to help him in helping him making um get over this analysis paralysis. So Tanay, this is something even I'm doing it new, it's a so the beauty of this session is that even I am learning, right? It's not like I am the authority or I am I only help you to come up with the actions. So choice A, I'm still not very clear about what choices you have. What is your problem? Now I can say, should I go with the acting career or not? Let's say it. Should I go with career or not? So this is the problem. Now, choice A is overcome your fear, overcome your stop overthinking, and go and give your best. This is your choice A. Choice B is you have your backup plan. You are a graduate of law. Focus on your law, right? You have these two choices. Now, when you take option A, for example, if you go with an action career and you take that choice, okay, What are those two choices, or what are those two choices you have? That action career में two choices. Do well, become successful, and a lot of money. Another two choices you have. Another consequence is you don't do well. You are not noticed, or you are wasting a lot of time, but you are not getting the type of success or type of money you want to get. These are the two consequences, right? Very simple. A consequence, you are successful. B consequence, you are not successful, right? Now, when you are taking that A consequence, for example, you are successful. How are you feeling?
Uh,
Yes, Anand. How are you feeling when you are successful? You got money, the type of money, or you are reaching your end goal. How are you feeling?
feels good. Feels great.
Feels great. थोड़ा सा बोलो, मतलब feels great. You should feel it, because till you feel it, you won't manifest it, right? Right. So consequence is you are feeling, you are successful, you have a lot of money, you are known face, everyone is knows you, and you are doing good, right? And you're feeling how are you imagine it. So there are a lot of things like what you think you become. So if you want to be
Yeah.
successful, you start thinking, you start seeing it, you start visualizing, right? Now here, another very important thing which we have to understand is in our decision making, your values. Now here, when I value here, it's called your foundational values. You have to understand what are your what is your foundation. Without that, you are not something, you are something else. This is a deep topic. You have to, like when you join the program, you will slowly understand, right? But for the sake of it, these are your foundational values. Without this, you are not Tane. For example, to take water. Water का component क्या है? H2O. If I take O out of it, will it remain water? No.
No.
If I take H, will it remain water?
No.
No. So it will not remain water. Similarly, what are your H2O? What is your H? What is your O? What is your 2? So you have to identify that. So there is a different exercise. You have to understand what are your values. Now, values का एक और hack है, like how do you find your values? For example, you might be having some values with you, and when all these values are aligned, you are at a very good state, a very good place. You are happy, you are very satisfied. Maybe think of in the past, an activity for you. In the past, what was the time when you were very happy, when you were very successful, when you were very satisfied? उस टाइम पे व्हाट वर योर वैल्यूज, आप कैसे, मतलब आपके वैल्यूज क्या थे, क्वालिटीज क्या थे, क्या वैल्यूज आप प्रेजेंट कर रहे थे? तो लिटिल डीप इंट्रोस्पेक्शन करना है, यू हैव टू गो डीप, ओके? सो आई एम नॉट गोइंग डीप इनटू इट. So your values and your state, your codes, your beliefs aligned for decision making process. एक डिसीजन को लेने अलाइंड होने चाहिए. अगर अलाइंड है तो यू आर मेकिंग गुड, and even if the decision go wrong, you take the responsibility कि ठीक है मैंने ये डिसीजन लिया, नो प्रॉब्लम, आई हैव अ बैकअप प्लान. ठीक है? So that is one area. What are your values? What is your inner DNA? हम लोग बोलते हैं inner DNA और your foundational values. तो अभी consequence आपने consequence अच्छा है, your values are aligned, you are feeling good. और opportunity cost क्या है कि हाँ सब कुछ अच्छा है, your everything is good. But if you make choice B, for example, choice B is your law career, और consequence A है कि consequences you are not doing well. You are not doing well. आपने नहीं अच्छा, what will happen? You might feel demotivated for some time. You might feel demoralized, right? Uस time पे, do you have a backup plan for that? आपने time limit दिया? Do you have a clear plan? How much time you give to yourself to pursue this? And after what time, how are you measuring your progress? How are you tracking it? Do you have a goal for it? Are you understanding me?
Yeah, yes.
Why does analysis happen is when you don't have a clear cut action, when you don't have clear action steps, when you don't have an accountability partner, when you don't have a clear action plan, and when you don't have a tracking system with you. That's where indecision starts. And when indecision starts, action. ठीक है? अब इसमें इस सबका एक action, what action you take this week? One action you have to take. अभी ये process समझ आया ना तने? I've understood this process.
समझ में आया आया.
हाँ, अभी आपको क्या लगा? Where are you lagging? कहाँ पे है loop?
आई थिंक क्लैरिटी नहीं है या प्रायोरिटी नहीं है या फिर वो स्ट्रॉन्ग माइंड नहीं है. आई थिंक वो स्ट्रॉन्ग माइंड से चाहिए होता है.
Strong mindset कब आता है? When you have clarity. जब आपको क्लियर है, आपका पर्पस एकदम मकसद सामने दिख रहा है, राइट? एकदम फोकस, रास्ता सामने है, तो रास्ते तक जाने के लिए आपने क्या स्टेप्स लेते हैं आपको मालूम होते हैं. रास्ते में क्लैरिटी नहीं है, तो क्यों करना है आपको क्लैरिटी नहीं है. So whatever you are doing, you do, but give some time on this. Why? So ask two questions. Work on two questions. What is my end outcome? Why I want?
Okay.
Right? These two questions. I'll go to Sayyed. Sayyed, what activity you will take? Because it's 360. What is one activity that you will take?
What is one action?
You will take to
One action to overcome conflicts.
Overcome.
One action to overcome conflicting thoughts. One is I will try to avoid them telling my opinion, so that they don't tell their opinion as much as possible. But sometimes you can't help it. And the second thing is I'll tell them that I have decided that I'll do this, and it's final. Decision is final.
Okay. So, again, repeat the action. Action one. Action.
One thing is action one is I will not tell them, give them the chance to opine.
Okay.
In many cases, but sometimes I have to give them. In that case, I'll discuss, and then I'll tell this is what I have decided finally. So I will not budge, make a change in.
Okay. So stick to that plan, write it down, write your action plan. So I have said 5 secrets I would give you to make quick decisions, right? In whatever area, any area of your life. These are the 5 strategies which if you follow, you will be able to make your decision fast. One is define your priorities. Or define why your purpose, I would say. But your priorities means purpose. What is your purpose? Right? Set deadlines. Have clear cut deadlines. For example, agar, let me say, give an example of a health goal, right? For example, if I have to lose 10 kgs by October, I would say, I'm just giving a number, by October 23. October 1st, 2023, this is my goal, health goal, to lose 10 kgs of weight by October 23. Now, my priorities, I have to set my priorities. First thing is why I want to lose this weight, right? Why it is important for me? By October. October में एक शादी है, I want to look good. So October, that's the reason, right? I have to lose 10 kgs of weight so that I fit into my old clothes. Right, another thing. Now next is set deadlines. अब deadlines क्या है? I have given the deadline October, right? Now limit the number of options. इधर क्या है? ऑप्शंस क्या हो सकते हैं? होंगी कि नहीं होंगी, पता नहीं चलेगा कि नहीं चलेगा, मैं कर पाऊंगी कि नहीं कर पाऊंगी, इट्स सो डिफिकल्ट, वुड आई बी एबल टू जॉइन जिम, जिम इज सो टीडियस, वुड आई बी एबल टू डू द एक्सरसाइजेस सच लाइक नो, उतना मैं मेहनत कर पाऊंगी कि नहीं करूँगी. दीज आर ऑल द ऑप्शंस. लिमिट द नंबर ऑफ ऑप्शंस. यस और नो. मैं करूंगी, मैं नहीं करूंगी. यस. यस सैयद.
Another one is take a photo of yours when you were slim. See, I was that. Imagine, believe, then do what you were doing before.
एग्जैक्टली. सो
Then you can like that.
लिमिट द नंबर ऑफ ऑप्शंस. अपने दिमाग से अगर ऑप्शन निकाल दोगे तो कंफ्यूजन नहीं है, राइट? सी, अनदर थिंग इज इफ यू आर स्टक, seek advice and like you know and reach for advice. For example, if you have someone, okay क्या करना है, मैं ये नहीं कर पा रहा हूँ, 3 महीने का डेडलाइन दिया या इतना हुआ नहीं हुआ. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, आई विल रीच आउट टू अ dietitian or a nutritionist or my personal trainer who would help me whether I'll be able to reach that goal or not. Is it realistic or not? Is it वर्थ इट? मतलब 10 अक्टूबर तक होंगे 10 kg, रियलिस्टिक है? देन आई काउंट. टुडे नाउ इज मई, जून, जुलाई, अगस्त, सितंबर, अक्टूबर, 5 महीना. इफ आई लूज 2 kgs पर मंथ, 5 to the 10, 10 months में, 5 months में आई विल बी एबल टू
Lose.
2 kgs हैप्पीली. पहले वो किया था, yes I have done it, so I know I can do it, right? So this is how we analyze it. Seek advice is take help of someone who is in a better position, who can help you, guide you. Now one more thing is, if you are a reformer, please embrace imperfection. No one is perfect. Embrace imperfections. मतलब एक चॉइस लिया है, स्टिक टू इट, कमिट टू इट. मैंने ये चॉइस ले लिया है, मन में बना लो कि मैंने ये करना है, एंड देन यू कमिट टू इट and then take action to it, right? So these are few things which like you know, these 5 strategies, if you follow to the core, you can happily do it. Your goal is there and your outcome is in front of you. Your goal is there, your action plan is there, your deadline is there. Now you have to build your mindset, work on your mindset. For example, belief है कि नहीं है, what, why you are not having belief, उसके बहुत. So these are all very deep topics, Tane. So you have to go step by step, right? So this is just a demo for you कि एक प्रॉब्लम से निकलने के लिए, सोचने के लिए, there are so many steps which you have to take so that you achieve your goal. अल्टीमेट आउटकम आपका पूरा जीपीएस अगर एक रास्ते में जाना है, जीपीएस नहीं लगाओगे तो जाओगे, जीपीएस लगाओगे तो आराम से. ठीक है? तो सेम थिंग, हैव द स्टेप्स, प्लान ऑफ एक्शन रखो, जस्ट टेक वन स्टेप दिस टाइम, लिटिल इंटरेस्ट, राइट?
Okay.
And maybe we'll meet, we meet, we'll just get together, we will see like how can we do और कैसे हेल्प कर सकते हैं, राइट?
Sure, ma'am.
एटलीस्ट कुछ इंडसिशन तो कम होगा. Has it helped you? Has this session helped you with more clarity, or has it confused you more?
No, definitely it does help me, ma'am. Especially when you write it down, it you start getting better clarity about things, and especially when I write down my goal, plan of action, deadlines, it will give a much more clear than a vague idea in my head, and then I'll actually work towards it. So yeah, thank you so much.
So please write your action plan, and write your action plan, and maybe just post to Tane, because you are not in the group. Just post your action plan to me, so that I can hold you accountable for the next week. कि इस हफ्ते में किया है कि नहीं, right? So what action you are taking on a daily basis? तो daily basis में self introspection के लिए, अपने goal को समझने के लिए, what action you will take? Write it, commit to it. I commit to my action plan and post it, you know, week में कि मैंने क्या क्या action लिया, right? And
Okay.
a lot of work you have to do on your codes, mental codes, on knowing who you are. You have the report with you. Find your report and read your very good state and good state every day for this entire week. This is the
Okay.
activity I am giving to you. रीड योर रिपोर्ट आपका रिपोर्ट है याद है आपको एक रिपोर्ट दिया था पर्सनालिटी रिपोर्ट
जी जी आपने मेल किया था
या फाइंड इट उसको पढ़ो राइट एंड सी वेयर यू आर
Okay.
find out where you are in present moment and you have to reach to your to achieve success in your goal that is non negotiable तो आप उधर तक पहुंचने के लिए क्या करोगे you have to read it every single day so what you are creating neural pathways in your brain so that it starts believing that you can achieve it. Simple steps. थोड़े steps देरी होंगे but actually major work करना है. चलो how was the session? So it was something new thing which I have tried this time. So what is your feedback? How do you feel about it?
Yeah, it's nice and gives you more clarity on specifically what to focus on, what are the roadblocks, what are the causing things, and how to avoid them and how to go about them, how to manage.
I remember Tony Robbins has also taken on how to make decisions quickly. He has taken a
Yeah,
section on that.
yes, yes.
Yeah, I also wanted to go with it for the
Simplicity is the mastery of execution.
right.
Make it simple.
It's
Don't give too many things into the mind. Mind gets confused and you paralyze.
confused, right? So one action at a time. That's why I said one problem, one action. Take one action at a time. Implement it for 7 days. Then we will see the progress. उसके बाद second action, right? So with this, I think we yeah. So please post your action plan, Sayed, or you also post your action
Yeah.
plan for this
Okay.
week. And Tane, you also
Yeah.
post your action plan. And
Sure, ma'am.
so we'll meet again.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining. And
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
Thank you so much.
Great.
Good night. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.